I'm gonna go insane doing this. This is like my 12th take. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna be showcasing all my punk DIY clothes that I made within the 4 or 5 years. So, let's just get into it. The first shirt that I'm gonna show you guys is this. It's called my Bleach shirt. This was actually supposed to be a recreation of what I made during my junior year of high school. And it was another Bleach Anarchy shirt. But I was very, very highly disappointed of how it turned out because, well, it didn't look the exact same way during my junior year. And I was kind of disappointed within it because of like the certain patterns that I made. And the only reason why that I made another shirt is because I lost my old one. I don't know how, I think I moved or something like that, but you know, I just put a bunch of random shit into it, and I mean, I like it, I fuck with it, but I still prefer like my old shirt a lot more. This shirt was basically supposed to be, you know, the makeup shirt for what happened after I lost it, but this is just another angle, another view at it. And yeah, I was quite disappointed of it, but you know what? I still like it. I still fucked with it. This is my other shirt. I call this the Walking Dead shirt or the zombie shirt. It's actually one of my favorite shirts I ended up making in a very long time. If you look very closely, it has some safety pins, and I also burned some holes within it. So if you guys want to recreate or, you know, burn holes inside you guys' shirts, make sure you just be very careful, please. Unlike me, where I almost kind of burnt my room down. That's an over-exaggeration, but, you know, I still had my room smelled very, very bad. Anyways, here's the back of it. It's called the I Am Okay. It's just some type of face monster that I was feeling around the time, and you know, I ended up just drawing all over it, and I put a little bit of red, you know, stains with bloodshot eyes and everything else to it, and added lots of more safety pins. I really like this shirt. I really did like the design. I was really proud of it, so, you know. It's another angle, you know. Here it is, I Am Okay, from both sides, both angles, point of view. I remember sometimes when I go into stores, I scare a lot of people with this shirt, so. Alright, next up, we have my very first, like, patch pants, crust pants. I want to call it crust. I want to consider myself as crust. It's not as dirty, it's not as heavy. Just added, like, a bunch of designs that I kind of got off of websites and, you know, kind of added my small little twist to it. I added, like, you know, Black Lives Matter into it. I just got a bunch of old shirts and I just cut them up into patch-like pieces where I was able to stitch them in, and some of it ended up falling off and I never repaired them since then, but yeah. But yeah, as you can see, like, more of a further view. If I were to put it on, but I'm not gonna put these on. I'm too lazy right now, but yeah. Once again, there's something really on the back, or I don't think I ever showed the back, but there's something really on the back of this. Here's my other bleach pants. Basically, what I ended up doing is that I bleached one half of my pants leg. I just got like a whole entire bucket of bleach. Obviously, I couldn't use that much. I had to buy a crap ton. Bleach down here is like $5, so I really try making it worth it. That's why I don't really try bleaching my clothes, but I have another pair of pants that's kind of like this, but it's nothing too special. A lot of people like it as well, though, but I'm quite disappointed in it because I end up tearing a hole in it in the back, but don't mind it, you know, and you know, a small little one right here as well. But yeah, I like these pants a lot. I kind of do. I fuck with it, but you know, originally I was supposed to also add a lot more into it, but I just got so lazy making other shit. I was just like, you know what? I think the bleach one is just basically fine, and you know, that's how this clothes basically came to be. These were originally literally just like my job work pants. Really too special much about it other than, you know, it's just bleach pants. I suggest at least like everybody like at least bleach some part of their clothes if they want to be a little bit more creative, because I feel like that everybody can have so many of their own beautiful unique designs, and that, you know, everybody can feel their own unique way. Do not leave it in the bleach for too long though. It can become very brittle and very frail if you leave it in for like 5 hours straight. Had to learn that the hard way. Alright, so going back to shirts, This is basically like my punk shirt that I drew on. All I did was literally just got like a bunch of Sharpies and, you know, just started making like a bunch of designs. If you look closely at it, there's a lot of references around here. I mean, obviously, I think some of you guys might recognize this reference, but this is obviously Nirvana. You know, some of these that I just made out of like, you know, my own imagery. Anarchy symbol. This represents dissociative identity disorder, kind of in a way. Spiritual third eye, a bunch of fuck yous and not your babes. You know, just a bunch of references on it, and I liked it. My favorite part about this shirt that I did made, though, was that on the back of it, it's not just me that wrote all these designs, but I was gonna get a bunch of other people to sign the back of it or make their own designs. So at my workplace, back at the Dollar General, or I was working at the Dollar General, I guess you could say that. I had a bunch of customers that came in, and I told them did they want to sign the back of my shirts, and some of them did. They made their own drawings. I think this was like some type of old lady, if I can remember correctly, who made this design. And you know, I also told them don't put any forms of satanic symbols because I didn't want that on my shirt. So yeah, I think anybody could like make this shirt. It's really fun. It's really cute, kind of in a way cute, quotation marks cute, but yeah. Anyways, here's a front view of the shirt, as you guys can basically see, and the back view of it. Once again, I'm not going to put any of these clothes on because I'm too lazy. But yeah, it's just basically a white shirt and just putting all your designs and drawings onto it. I got my own uniqueness to it, and I was actually inspired by one of my friends that I saw on Instagram. He also made like a pretty similar shirt to this, so I ended up just not copying. I ended up just putting my own twist, but this is where I got that idea from, and I ended up really liking it. I really enjoyed it, so yeah, I just kept on going at it. Here's my other bleach pants that I made. You guys probably saw the other bleach pants before, but this is basically my very first bleach pants that I did make. This is what I made during like my sophomore year. Once again, all I ended up doing was getting one pants leg in, bleached it, and you know, took it out after a couple of hours, and then eventually washed it. And this paint is just actual regular like house paint, like paint that you just put on your freshly new built houses or anything else like that. And it was sitting in my garage, and I was wondering like if I were to put like, you know, house paint on these pants, would it actually come off? And the answer was no. Like when I put this in a washing machine, it never came off. None of it ever did. Over time though, it will like start to tear. But once again, these pants are like almost like what, 4 years old now. So you see some of the designs on the back where how some of the bleach ended up kind of deforming with the other side of the pants leg. And I was pretty happy about that, even though I think that was genuinely a mistake when I first made it. So yeah. Once again, more of an in-depth view. Well, not much of an in-depth, but kind of like what it looks like if you were to wear it. Once again, very proud of these pants. I like them a lot. And for a disclaimer, by the way, you don't have to make like any of these clothes really perfect like how I've been doing. Obviously, when it comes to punk, you can literally put anything that you want to be, or anything that you want to change out to be. It's not really different. You don't have to really worry much about it if it's perfectionism or not. I just try to make it to the point that I am comfortable with it, because I do like fashion, but I don't want to be seen as a poser because, you know, I actually want to take care of my clothing. I've been a punk kid since I was, I think about like at least 12 years old, 12 or 13 years old. And originally I was just a metalhead. I was listening to bands like Korn, Slipknot, and I ended up falling in love with it. And ironically, this is when I was still in orchestra class, so I was like an orchestra kid listening to metal, heavy metal and stuff. And I really still liked the music genre, so I really got into it. And then I became fond of the politics, and I became fond of like literally everything about it. And the only problem was is that I could have never dressed it because of my family and the house I was growing up in. So I finally was old enough to start making my old clothes, because originally I wanted to buy some of the clothes, but I realized that those clothes were far too expensive for me. So, you know, I just kind of settled down of just making my own clothes. If I did have money though, this was where some of my money also was invested in. It sometimes went towards pants I did saw online. I think I got these pants off of Shein, and it kind of looks like more pajamas now for how much I kind of overwore it. It originally did had a chain. I ended up taking it off. I don't remember what happened to it. I just remember I took it off and I added towards something else. A couple other kids at my school also had these exact same pants as well, so I didn't feel that special or unique. So I was quite disappointed in the pants later on. Here's another angle of them if you look at them pretty closely. Once again, nothing too special about the pants, about it. Once again, these were kind of the pants that made me feel like a poser, and I feel like me personally, each time that I ended up did buying pants online, I ended up did felt more of like a poser, like I wasn't really fitting in. I felt like I was mainly more faking it. And that's only because, like, well, a lot of people stereotypically would look at some of these other pants, would be like, oh, you bought these pants, you saw it online, TikTok pants and everything. And, you know, TikTok really didn't have punks around that time, I think. And if they were, it wasn't like the TikTok punks or the e-girl, e-boy punks. But here's another pants I ended up buying online as well. Once again, this is only when I actually had the money. Here's a more like in-depth view of the pants. I sometimes used to call these McDonald's pants because of the color coordination. I did had another collar, but I think it ended up getting snapped off, and I think it just added as an accessory towards my backpack. Here's the back view of it. What I ended up liking most about these pants is that I can add chains, but the worst I ended up liking about the pants, the worst thing I ended up hating about the pants though, was that there was no pockets, unfortunately. So I was heavily quite disappointed when I got this shit in the mail. I don't remember what website I got these pants off specifically, but I remember it costed around like $40-50, and your girl did not have that around the time. Alright, here's another pair of pants I ended up buying online with the money I ended up having, because, well, now I had a job and I just purchased this like I think a couple of months ago. Once again, I was pretty insecure about buying some of these pants online, only because of the simple fact that I didn't want to be considered as a TikTok punk or like one of those like online trendy guys. But if you look closely at this, it's like faces, and I completely love it so much. And you know, like, come on, like, you cannot tell me that you want to buy these pants too. Nothing too much, but I like how cargo, and I like how really slick and how nice these pants are. So that's basically it. Another depth view of what it's like, you know, trying to wear them and stuff like that. More of an up and down angle shot. I really do love these pants a lot. It's one of my favorites, and you're not a poser if you purchase some stuff online, okay? Alright, and here you guys go. This is my DIY punk mask that I made just recently. I really liked this. I like how it came out. I just added some pin needles to it, added a couple of stitches, you know. I sewed in some of my old buttons from my old flannel. I super glued them. I didn't completely finish it though. I just added, like, you know, more safety pins to it. And I just basically put my own unique twist into it, and I liked it. It's kind of based off the Joker from Suicide Squad, kind of ish, but exact same time. You know, I just added like a bunch of random shit, more safety pins, and more things about it. So I made this mask completely out of a pants leg. What I ended up doing is that I got pants that I wasn't able to fit anymore, and I cut like the thigh part piece of it, and I sewed the top together. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but I sewed the top together to make sure that, you know, it was completely clamped in, and I ended up just adding like a bunch of my own accessories that I was supposed to add towards other jackets and other stuff that I was making, but I didn't. I ended up just adding it to here. I ended up getting like I think Sharpie markers, or one of those acrylic, yeah, I think I ended up getting those acrylic paint markers, and ended up just making some of these designs with the ha and some of the nose and the drawings that you can see closely into it. I really like this mask. I like how it came out. It's one of my favorites that I also made in a while. Okay, so that was my DIY punk clothing tour. There's gonna be more to come, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it, all the clothes that I made and some things that I did purchase. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, see you guys.